Hi, I'm Anna, and welcome back to my channel, Real Raw Rentals. As I do every month, I will be going over all of my income and expenses for July of 2021. I know it's already August 31st, so I am very delayed in getting this video up, but I figure better late than never. Also, for anyone who's been watching my previous financial updates, this one's going to look a little bit different because I have broken up my income and expenses into different categories, for instance, by the different properties, in order to make it a little clearer where the income and expenses are actually coming from. So to start off here, we have property number one. For property number one, this month I got rent. This is the monthly rent I get, which is $1,345. Then I have the property management fee, which is 10% of the monthly rent. And then I have utilities. Now, this utilities value is positive in this case. And the reason for that is that this is the sewer utilities, and the tenant actually pays this, but they pay it directly to the property management company versus to the city itself. And so the reason that this value shows up as positive is because the tenant has paid the $57.15, but the property management company has not yet paid the city. Once the property management company pays the city, then the utilities value would go to zero. The other thing I have to point out here is that my monthly mortgage payment does not show up. The reason for that is because my monthly mortgage payment for July posted on June 30th versus in July, so that payment was reflected in my June 2021 financial update. So overall, the total income was $1,345, the total expenses were $77.35, and the net income was $1,267.65. Now we can move on to property two. With property two, I got my monthly rent payment of $1,000 and my property management fee of $70. Now, in my previous financial update, I mentioned that this rent had not yet been paid because of debit card issues that the tenant had been having. That has been resolved, and the tenant did pay their July rent. I can also confirm that they paid their August rent. In terms of the property management fee, this property manager charges $70 per month versus the 10% that my other property management companies charge. And so in this case, we had a total income of $1,000, the total expenses of $70, which leaves a net income of $930. Now, I also have a loan on this property, but it is not reflected in my July payments because I have to pay that loan only once a year. The once a year payment that I have to make is $5,653.65, which comes out to a value of $471.14 per month. So while I only make that loan payment once per year, the equivalent per month value that I'm paying is about $470. So if I subtract $470 here and add that to the $930, then the more realistic net income that I have from property number two is $460. Now we can move on to the last property, property number three. Property number three has a tenant in place right now. However, it did not have a tenant in place in July, so I had no rent. However, I did have to pay property insurance, which was $121.85. And I had two energy bills that I paid, which summed to be $100.95. So altogether, I had no income from property number three. My total expenses were $222.80, which means my overall net loss for property number three was $222.80. Now for property number three, I have not included any of the costs that I consider acquisition costs or the costs that I need to pay in order to get the property rent ready. And so I do have another page for the acquisition costs of property number three. These acquisition costs are just for the month of July. So I had yard work done, which came out to be $750. I had to ship a check, which came out to $11.55. And I had to pay my final property rehab payment, which came out to $15,254. So overall, the total cost of acquisition that I paid in July was $16,015.55. I will end up adding the May, June, July, August values to this acquisition page so that I can get a better sense of the total acquisition of this property. However, this value is what I paid in July. So overall, if we exclude the acquisition of property number 3, these are the total income values and expenses for all 3 of my properties. So in total, my income was $2,345. The total expenses were $370.15, which left me with a net income of $1,974.85. Again, this value looks higher than it actually is because of the loan values that I didn't have to pay this month. Now I also have non-property specific deposits and expenses. This month, those include the interest from my savings account, which was $1.79. I also made a personal deposit from my extra income of June 2021 of $983.14. And then lastly, the acquisition costs that we discussed earlier for property number 3 of $16,015.55. So overall, for my non-property specific deposits and expenses, I have a net loss of $15,030.62. This brings me to the overall gains and losses for the month. My total income was $3,329.93. My total expenses were $16,385.70, which leaves me with a net loss of $13,055.77. Now the last page is my year-to-date finances. So this just shows the same values that we saw on the previous page. My balance in my rental property account at the beginning of July was $4,431.16. My net loss was $13,055.77, which brings my balance at the end of July to negative $8,624.61. Now to support this negative value, I have been borrowing from my personal savings, which so far has been working out. However, I do of course want to get this to be a positive number as soon as possible. Unfortunately, in August, it has decreased because I have some other payments I had to make. However, I am working hard to get this balance out of the red. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was interesting. Please like this video below and subscribe to my channel to see my August 2021 expense report coming out very soon.